Hey everyone, welcome back to another deep dive here on the channel. Today we're breaking down BitGo Holdings, also known as BTGO, and this one has been making waves for all the wrong reasons lately, with multiple class action lawsuits hitting the wires. Let's kick things off with a quick look at where the stock stands right now. Shares are hovering around $5 after a brutal run that has seen the price drop more than 70% over the past year. The company sits in the financial services sector, specifically capital markets, and it's been a rough ride for anyone who bought in after the IPO. BitGo itself is a digital asset infrastructure play founded back in 2013 and headquartered in Palo Alto. It provides custody, trading, and settlement solutions for institutions like hedge funds, exchanges, and advisors dealing in crypto and other digital assets. CEO Michael Belshi has been steering the ship through a volatile space, and with about 566 full-time employees, the company is still relatively lean but ambitious in a fast-growing niche. On the revenue side, the latest full-year numbers show about $16.1 billion in top line for 2025, which sounds massive until you realize the gross profit was only around $191 million. That razor-thin margin of roughly 1% highlights just how competitive and scale-sensitive this business can be. There's no detailed product or geographic breakdown available in the filings we reviewed, but the core custody and settlement services clearly drive the bulk of activity. Earnings have been a clear pain point. The company posted a net loss of about $14.8 million for the full year, or 13 cents per share, with operating income also in the red. The quick ratio and current ratio both sit above 11, which is a bright spot for liquidity, but negative return on equity around 27% and a negative net profit margin show the profitability challenges are real. Shifting to management commentary from the Q1 2026 earnings call, leadership highlighted a 113% revenue jump to $3.8 billion for the quarter and pointed to expanding product capabilities, plus regulatory positioning as key growth levers. They acknowledged ongoing market headwinds but expressed confidence in capturing share over the long haul. Looking at the balance sheet, total assets came in at roughly $4.55 billion, with cash and equivalents around $3.42 billion. Total liabilities were about $4.23 billion, leaving stockholders' equity at $316 million. Cash flow from operations was negative $35 million, though free cash flow turned positive at around $30 million thanks to financing inflows from the IPO. The enterprise value sits deep in negative territory at about negative $3.5 billion, reflecting the heavy cash position. For valuation, we turn to the forward PE model, given the hypergrowth profile and analyst estimates starting to turn positive in 2027. The setup uses a medium confidence rating because history is still short, with forward PE as the primary driver, supported by a PB lens. The model puts fair value somewhere around $7, compared to the current price near $5, which leaves room for potential upside in the 25 to 30% range if earnings come through as projected. Key drivers include an assumed 18 times forward multiple on improving profitability, positive free cash flow trajectory, and growth in digital asset custody volumes. On the SWOT front, strengths include a rock-solid liquidity position and strong free cash flow yield potential once scaled. Weaknesses center on ongoing net losses and negative return metrics. Opportunities lie in regulatory tailwinds for crypto infrastructure and expanding institutional adoption, while threats include securities litigation risks and margin pressure from intense competition. Recent performance tells a tough story, with the stock down nearly 37% over 3 months and 70% over the past year, significantly underperforming the broader financial sector, which has seen modest gains in the same periods. My take is that BTGO is a high-risk, high-reward name in a sector that's still maturing. The valuation gap to our rough $7 fair value zone looks interesting on paper, especially if the company can flip to consistent profitability by 2027. But the wave of securities fraud lawsuits filed in early July 2026 is a major red flag that could weigh on sentiment and create legal overhang for months. I'd want to see management address those allegations head on before getting too aggressive here. All in all, BitGo has real infrastructure potential in digital assets, but faces execution and legal hurdles that make it a watch list name rather than a must-buy right now. As always, do your own research, and we'll catch you in the next one.
MarketSnap brings everything long-term investors use daily into one clean, fast platform. Explore stock financials, SWOT analysis, valuation ratios, 5-year analyst estimates, and our intrinsic value calculator, built with real fundamentals, not hype. All in a layout that's simple to read and ridiculously fast to navigate. And when you want to talk investing, join Nexus, our community where investors share valuations, posts, and stock discussions, all connected directly to the data. Use our Stock's Intrinsic Value Calculator to run and save real valuations with no spreadsheets. Share your analysis and valuations with others in the Nexus community. Get daily market summaries in video, audio, and article formats. Track the market with our earnings, dividend, and economics calendar. Our homepage gives you a real-time market overview with interactive heat maps, top market movers, and major index performance at a glance. Track daily performances, discover the most active stocks, and analyze performance across different timeframes, from weekly to yearly trends, and see which industries are leading or lagging. It's free to create an account, with optional access to premium forward-looking data. Try it now at MarketSnap.com and invest with clarity, not noise. That's a wrap for today's stock market summary from MarketSnap. Thanks for tuning in, and make sure to stick with us for daily updates and deep dive SWOT analyses to keep your investment strategy sharp. Whether you're navigating short-term turbulence or building wealth for the long haul, we've got the insights to help. See you tomorrow.